Hello and welcome to NDTV Metro Nation. This is Let's Go Delhi, and now we have a very special guest on a Metro Nation bus.
Welcome, all my viewers of Metro Nation. Is it 8% growth or the rate of inflation? I see brainwash education up on every station. Brainwash education is on every station. So wake up, because they control you through your TV screens. And my worst nightmare is their American dream. We follow phantoms in this New Delhi restlessness. On these streets, many people die, they drive with recklessness. 8% growth has some people flex with Lexuses. In South X, they shop for Rolexes and diamond necklaces. While land developers come down hard and build power nexuses. They build more malls and shopping complexes. In Chhattisgarh, vacate villages, next exodus. So you can cash checks off your Sensex indexes. And few people understand what a test this is. It can make young girls who fail the exam hang from the ceiling fan. It makes soldiers and police behave like demon men. Every day we get up and battle with Leviathan, and I still don't understand. Welcome, welcome.
Well, who is
Nice
he?
to meet
We'll
you.
tell you in just a bit, but first, the top. Well, we have a very special guest on our Metro Nation bus. We gave our viewers a tease just before we came on to this segment. Well, we'll tell you all about him. In fact, we'll just ask him to introduce himself. Who are you?
Well, my name is Taru. I do poetry and reggae and hip-hop performances in the city. When I do music performances, I go by the name Delhi Sultanate.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I stick to my first name.
And you have passed out from DU, Delhi University?
Yeah, I passed out from Hindu College, actually.
Oh, really?
So tell me, what really got your interest to rap and reggae?
Well, I've been doing this since I was very young. I grew up in Germany when I was about 10 years old. It just struck, it was a huge subculture there. I mean, a lot of ethnic minorities, but also German kids just used rap to express themselves. So I've been rapping since I was 10.
You've been rapping and you've been doing the social commentary, and you pick up issues pertaining to Delhi and India, don't you?
Yeah, that's what I try and do with my work. I mean, basically the way I feel is both hip-hop and reggae music, way before it became commercial and you started seeing it on MTV, has a long tradition of social commentary. So what I try and do is represent that tradition here and just talk about things that people are not used to hearing from musicians.
That's right. They're not used to listening. So what kind of a response are you meeting with when you sort of meet people?
By and large, I
and
get a
do
very
this?
good response. I mean, sometimes people are a bit perplexed because they don't know what to expect and they haven't heard this kind of thing before.
Yeah.
But by and large, it's been making an impact. I think precisely because there's nobody else really doing this here, you know.
You're
at the
based in
moment.
Delhi. What are the issues in Delhi that you've come across that you feel that need to be highlighted?
They need to be highlighted in Delhi. Anything, you know, I mean, I read the news, I follow current events, and anything may find itself into my rhymes. Like, for instance, that killer cop Rajveer Singh. I think people don't talk about those things enough.
Yeah.
Or I'll talk about Fair and Lovely, Bleaching Cream, things like that.
What about Rajveer Singh have you been speaking about?
Well, I just put a couple of rhymes in there. I think it's outrageous. It's tolerated, but in a lot of third world countries, you just have these killer cops that have killed 50, 60, 70 people. It's unbelievable to
So
me.
you said that you've been thinking about him. Have you actually written something on it? And can you do that for us on
I'll do
Rajveer
that for
Singh?
you. All right. Well, let me do one more verse for crooked Delhi cops who patrol the streets. Killer cops like Rajveer Singh, the man got shot last week. Whatever you make, they take a cut out of every rupee. We need more peace like in the northeast, but instead the heat just keeps increasing. In summer it gets hot like hell, rise up from the concrete. Still I love drive at the night time when the roads are free and you feel the breeze. I smoke some trees and take it easy in these days of time. Nothing's equivalent when I'm in a New Delhi state of mind.
Well, that was great. But when you perform this at a social gathering, do you think people feel for it? Do you think they just think of this as music, or that social commentary that you're trying to
Right.
bring out through your music, is that actually reaching the people?
Well, I think what I've done in Delhi and India specifically is that I perform at poetry forums. So it will be without music. So people are receptive in a different way and they will actually follow the words and follow what you're saying. Whereas if I have music in the background, then people switch off and they don't listen to the words as much.
Well, I have a couple of things that I want to ask you about.
Sure.
Okay, I do want to know whether you talk about the Delhi's traffic, the BRT stretch that's been in the news
Right,
lately,
right.
about the Blue Line buses which have also been in the news. We also have the DLF IPL going on and the Delhi Daredevils playing the match today.
Right,
Do you have
right.
something for everyone? Also Mother's Day today.
Mother's Day as well. Well, let me put it this way. Don't get fooled by the glamour, the IPL glamour, videos and news camera. IPL glamour, 8% growth, glamour. All I try and do is just scratch the surface, because me and you and all these viewers are just clowns trapped up in this New Delhi circus. Commercial musicians have tracks on the radio, but I feel that they lack purpose. So sometimes I wish I could run them over like the Blue Line bus service, or make them feel nervous like brown people in US airport police searches. Welcome to my world perfect. The problem in New Delhi is if you do not have the power of purchase, then you are worthless.
But really, so if you don't have the power of purchase, you are worthless in Delhi. That's what our very, very special guest telling us today. Really, as Rupali was asking you, I mean, what really brought you to this social commentary? I mean, you could have done normal music, which would have really found a lot more resonance with the people. You took this difficult route. Why is that?
Actually, I think this is finding more resonance with the people because it's something new. And I think it's something that needs to be done. It's important. Look, let me put it this way. I feel Delhi is a very vibrant place. It's changing very fast. India overall, but Delhi is also a very violent place, and I think artists have a responsibility to address these changes and mediate them to the people, you know.
Now, you've also performed recently with a French hip-hop group, and in Delhi. You're based in Delhi. What are your plans? Where do you go from here?
Where do I go from here? Well, actually, the plans for this summer are to record an album and bring that out and have 4 or 5 songs which specifically deal with New Delhi, but have other things there as well. Try and have some lighter songs as well, and also talk about India at large.
Do you want to do a recording of that, or do you want to just play in live forums, like you said, in poetry forums, or where you meet a lot of people, or is it going to be formal albums and recordings for you?
I want to do both, actually, and I think it's important to do both, because you can reach people through poetry sessions and on stage. With an album, you'll have a different kind of audience, and I think it's important. Hip-hop is slowly picking up in India, but I think what you see more is the very commercial, hyped-up side of it that you have in American MTV right now. So I think it's important to have more social and contents-oriented hip-hop music, that you actually tell people things that they may find interesting.
Now, you're on Metro Nation, and a lot of Delizens watching you right now. Anything special for Metro Nation and its viewers?
For Metro Nation and its viewers? Okay, wait. Well, let me put it like this. I dislike this type of wannabe socialite who get caught up in the Hollywood hype. They look alike, dress alike, talk alike, dress alike, and walk alike. I see you sitting at the 5-star bar table with Johnny Walker, Jack Daniels, and Black Label. They're dressed to impress, excessively posing, with painted toes, fancy phones, and brand name clothing. I can see it in your eye. You want to be in the place to be, T-O-I or H-T, page 3. These people enrage me, call me crazy. The things I say make you hate me. You just can't take this fake shit, makeshift beauty like facelifts or fake tits, or girls who inject collagen in their lips to make them thick. Because they're thin-lipped, they're not equipped with what it takes to rip mics. So I will come with the kryptonite and make everything flip tonight like a plane crash in flight. Welcome, welcome. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure having you. Wish you all the very best. We will take a short break on Metro Nation, but when we come back, we are going to wish all the mothers on Mother's Day.